What's good, Raider Nation? It's your boy G_Money Raiders, aka Galen, coming to you with another edition of my take about our Oakland Raiders. Now, I know I'm coming in a little late again, but what I think I'm going to do now is wait 2 games to pass before I actually, do a video for you guys. Because I think I'm doing this particular way this season. For one, it's the last year in Oakland. And for 2, I'm just kind of want to just gauge where the team is and how the team's going. How the way they look. I mean, if you think about it, they look great against Denver. Then you have back-to-back games in which they played against Kansas City. Then they played against Minnesota, and they didn't look all that well. Offensively. Defensively, against the Chiefs, they did okay. But defensively, against Minnesota, what made me mad about that game more so was how the offense didn't give the defense a chance. They let the defense stay on the field too long in that game, and Minnesota's design, the way they had their run game going, was really, really pivotal. And so coming out in this Colts game, they looked a lot better offensively. What I didn't like defensively was missed tackles. Other than that, the team looked really, really well. They looked more prepared this game compared to the game against Minnesota. I kind of was paying attention to how the way and into details of how everything went down. But the one thing before I do anything else, I want to get to this Vontaze Burfict situation. I'm really pissed about the situation of them, suspending him for the entire rest of the season. But I know he has an appeal coming up to see if he will, only be suspended for a certain amount of games as opposed to the rest of the season, or for 1 year. I think, this is twice that the league has come in on us. The first one was with Alden Smith. That was kind of, funky how the way they came in and did Alden Smith and then turned around and didn't allow him to come back in and play. And I'm afraid that they might do this same exact thing to Vontaze. And I believe he doesn't deserve that. I mean, the hit was legit. He did hit him helmet to helmet, but I understand everybody has a past. Not making excuses for him. I'm just more so saying it's the hit itself wasn't warranted because you got a 15-yard penalty and you were ejected from the game. So, to me, in my book, the way I look at it is that was your penalty. That was for what you did. Now, the league came in and said, okay, we're going to suspend you for 2 games for the hit. Then that's a whole nother thing as well. So, I just wanted to, sort of kind of get that out of the way and get it done and get it taken care of. You know what I'm saying? One of my coworkers right now going over about the Falcons. He's mad about the Falcons right now, so y'all have to forgive me on this video. I thought that was pretty cool, how the way he came in and gave up on his Falcons. But that was that. That's just how my feeling is. I didn't think that the league was going to suspend him for the rest of the season. I just thought that they were going to, maybe suspend him for a few games. But we'll see. He's back here. He's here, still in the States, waiting for his appeal. And then not only that, he's waiting on his appeal. Then it's on top of that, it's like they're talking about maybe, if not by the end of this week, next week. So. But back to the game in itself, or all of the team, should I say? Offensively, we did great. I mean, the way I seen it was they did a lot more things that were well designed, like the end around. That play was wonderful for Davis to come in his first game as a Raider and then come in and make plays. You know what, y'all? I want to say this, because I'm going to get me a Josh Jacobs jersey. And I'm saying this again, but I am really, really excited about Josh Jacobs. I was excited about Josh Jacobs when we drafted him. because I look at him as he grows and get to learn this game more and more, and he's on par with Derek. I look at him like Marshall Faulk. You know, for those who remember Marshall Faulk was like having an extra quarterback back there for Kurt Warner when when Marshall was with the Rams. And Marshall could see things right what was going down at the time when the plays were, being set up and about to go. And to be able to see him run as hard as he does and take the contact, Josh is like, man, that's a jersey I gotta go get. Plain and simple. It's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I gotta go get that jersey. So I liked what I seen from Josh Jacobs. I'm loving Darren Waller is just balling. Like, nobody is talking about Cook anymore right now. Nobody. They're just like, Cook is in New Orleans and you ain't really hearing him or his name being called in New Orleans like that. So great to see that Monroe, the drafted tight end we picked. The tight end we picked up in the draft, he's doing great. Carrier is doing great. I think if the Raiders keep going with the way they're going with these tight end set, it reminds me of and Raider Nation, forgive me for saying this, but I'm just explaining to you what it reminds me of. And it reminds me of the Patriots early days when they had a young Gronk and a young Hernandez, when they had those two tight ends, and it was hard for teams to double team their wide receivers because the tight ends were so well. So that's coming out well. Tyrell Williams is doing everything that I thought he would, how he would, and he said he would. So I'm pleasantly pleased about his play. I understand he has a foot injury, and I hope it's not too significant. But I love how the way, he's working out and how things is going on with him. I'm hearing right now that my boy, the person who I did want to pick for the Raiders to pick, Cleveland Farrell, is in concussion protocol right now. So I'm hoping that he can, get well soon and be able to play this Sunday in London. So all in all, like I'm saying, for the most part, in that Colts game, I'm liking what I'm seeing. And like I said, you guys, I'm just doing something totally different. I'm not, usually when y'all see me, I specifically go over the offense, then I talk about the defense, then I talk about the special teams, and I talk about the coaching. It's just that right now with me working 3 jobs, I kind of have to give it to y'all kind of this way, in a run-of-the-mill way, to get you guys to, hear from me, see, get my take on what I think of what the team is doing. Like I said, I think the team is heading in the right direction. I believe we have to pick up another linebacker with the fact that Vontaze is out. So, you guys tell me who y'all would like to see. Me, it's 2 people I like to see come back and play that position because they've already know the defense, and that's Marshall or Cabana. So y'all let me know what y'all think. But right now, I'm okay. We're 2-2 on the first quarter. We had 2 good games and had 2 bad games. That's just how the way everything's went down. I like how the way the coaching staff has adjusted in that Colts game as well to get plays done. So penalty wise, we need to cut down on those as well. I think we have too many penalties going on again. But for some strange reason, in the odd Raiders way, we always seem to get the penalties but win the game. If y'all noticed that. It's just me. So I'm not going to keep you guys much longer. I'm going to be coming back to you guys with these videos. Like I said, I'll, once in a while come to you and give it to you how the way I see it, all right? So this your boy G_Money Raiders, a.k.a. Galen, coming to you in addition to my take about our Oakland Raiders. And don't forget, the game comes on Sunday morning, 10 a.m. So don't forget, it's early. It's earlier than the normal. All right? Take it easy, Raider Nation. Peace out.